may go dead at some point. Hey everybody, I'm haven't talked to y'all like at length in a while. I know I did something from the car the other day, but sitting here working on mini oil samplers, which I have a love-hate relationship with the mini oil sampler because they're just so cute and I love miniatures, but it's like you gotta like make sure that some of every root goes in here. So I have to like crumble, the roots. I try not to crumble roots in my jars because when you do, you're releasing basically the ashe, the life force, the oils of a plant. I learned that from Paige, who worked at Bowline Apothecary. So I try to wait until I get ready to use something. If I have to crush it, then I wait till I crush it. I'm going to do my hair this weekend, y'all. I'm so tired. I'm so very tired. Hey, Amber. Hey, Vicky. I'm going to wait till a few people get on because there's some things I want to tell you about. So I'm always having this nightmare that I'm like Mr. Gower on It's a Wonderful Life. If you've ever seen that movie, Mr. Gower puts the wrong medicine in an order and the what's his name? Jimmy Stewart's character. He stops him, but not before Mr. Gower, who's grieving his son who died in the war, slaps him in the ear, causing him to lose his hearing. Okay? And so I always feel like Mr. Gower, if I'm trying to, it's like, I'm not one of those people that can walk and chew gum. So I'm always going to make sure, like, check and double check that I'm not putting the wrong oil in the bottle when I'm making an order for you. So a lot of people don't really have an idea of what goes on here in my life. So this is how I spend a lot of my evenings, me and Shadow. Shadow's researching some information for a copyright because we're going to have a couple of really exciting announcements for 2018 in the coming days. But we want to make sure that that our concepts that we're thinking of have been legally secured because people bootleg, and I don't like people who bootleg. So we're making sure that our concept, we've already checked, nobody's doing it, because nobody wants to be a copycat. Nobody likes a copycat. Now, this is what I go through to fill these little bottles. Now, I'm very careful not to put the actual oil dropper in said bottle because I don't want to cross-mix the oils that I'm doing. But I'm not one of those people, I'm hoodoo. Hoodoo doesn't have a lot of the, I've heard people, especially in traditional witchcraft, who do different types of oils and spells about how they got to bury it in the ground for 50 million, 11 years and do all kinds of oogie boogie over it. No. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I am making the product for you. Now, I do speak to the roots. I do charge the roots. But the roots have their own power. And so when you get a product from me, you are working with your ancestral power or your deities, however you work with your deities in your tradition. So all my products is they fit the magical correspondence. So by the time, though, and this is one of those things, and something I wanted to talk to you all about. I hate these bags. I can't get this bag open. Ooh. And I'm not going to be on Facebook Live trying to tear it open with my teeth. Cheap bags. I hate cheap bags. Hey, the Emerald Town Witch. Hey, April. And so, like, April and other people have been to my house to see how I do my stuff. When you order it, I make it. Why? Because I don't have a ton of stuff. And then I hate when I get oil on the side of a bottle. I'm going to have to get an alcohol swab. Shadow, can you grab me one of those out the kitchen, out of my little silver bag? Because I done got oil on the side of the bottle, and you know what that means to the labels. That's why I can't look at y'all and do this at the same time, because I can't walk and chew gum. And these itty bitty oil sampler bottles, it's too easy to overrun them or get stuff on the side. And I don't know about you, but I get mad when somebody overfills an oil bottle. One of my vendors for my essential oils does that all the time, and shit leaks. So, and then, it's just a mess. And I don't send out a mess, but I know good and well that these stickers ain't gonna stick if I have oil on them, which is really funny though. Because you get them sticking anytime you don't want them to stick.
Right.
They stay on like a mug. But when you want them to stick, hell no, they won't. Labels are not going to stick. So I do know that, like I said, we have some super top secret announcements that we are going to make in the coming week for 2018. Some announcements that are going to be really cool, some things that we've been working on, and some concepts that we've come up with, including new products. And we are also going to have some new classes. Shadow is going to re-debut her Crystal Basics class. So if you guys don't know anything about crystals, you're going to want to sign up for that. So the December education schedule will be up by the end of the week. Thought I was going to be out of the country part of December, but I'm not. So I'm going to have to wait on that for a minute. So I'll be here, and so we might as well make use while the sun shines, make hay while the sun shines, and have some more classes. So we have Rootwork 201 in December. That class is now full. But we'll have 101, 102, 103. We'll have Crystal Basics, and then we'll have Tiffany Nicole Ware. Hopefully she'll be able to offer her meditation class. Now, y'all asked for this class. We put it up, and nobody signed up for it. Y'all kill me with that. When are you going to have Rootwork 101? And then I message you because you've messaged me. And I said, okay, we're going to have Rootwork 101, such and such. Oh, I ain't got no money. And I just be like, okay. That's another thing I want to talk about is the number of inboxes I get per day. Y'all understand, if I tell you I'm going to do something, I mean it, right? So that means that if you don't hear back from me, or if you won a prize, and somehow I think I've gone through all of my prizes except for the lesbian and gay men oils. I haven't sent the prize out yet because I haven't done the formulations yet. Interestingly enough, I'm finding there are herbs and roots specifically for gay male relationships, but I'm having a little hard time finding ones for lesbian relationships, which is really strange. So if you've got any suggestions for lesbian love roots, let me know. I hate when stickers are compromised by other stickers. And that's what's happening on this particular sheet. See, I make these itty bitty baby labels for my itty bitty bitty sample oils, which is awesome because you get to sample 6 of my oils in one package. Remember, we got a sale going on. It's really good. It's really busy. I feel like a damn elf. So understand that we're working through the orders as fast as we can. We have had to extend our queer medicine. Yeah, we need queer medicine. And we're going to we're extending. I don't know how I feel about the word queer. It's kind of like the N word. You know, I know a lot of gay people, and I'm bisexual, so have embraced that. But it was an insult, so I don't know. I don't think I'll ever put the word like queer in anything. But you know, to each his own, because there's a lot of gay people out there that are cool with it. You know, it's like it's whatever floats your boat. Hi, Reza, you got your ticket. Everybody who has contributed to the raffle, you know your odds are really good. And I'm going to tell y'all, we don't have that many people in the raffle. So if you want to send a donation for the reconstruction of my Jevo in Haiti, please do. That raffle ends December. I'm going to extend it to December 15th because I really, really, really need you all to help us with this. Because, you know, in Haiti, it's not like you could call State Farm when your shit blows down. You know, and so basically it's all on my mambo and our small house, because our house is small. We're working on growing it to put this Jevo back together again. It's like Humpty Dumpty, man. I mean, like the shit is like fucked. But slowly but surely, my mambo's really doing everything she can to get this put back together again. So, you know, anytime that you guys could help with that, that would be awesome. Remember, that raffle is for it's for $500 worth of my products. That means you could come here and you could take Rootwork 101 if you win this raffle. Now, Rootwork 201. Rootwork 201 is going to increase in price to $475 next year. We did the math. and all the scholarships, and even at the $300 price, and you know, when you think about what somebody's teaching time is worth per hour, food and lodging, honest to God, you paying for your place to stay, because if you can't even stay 3 or 4 days someplace else, you probably pay that much money. Now, we're not even talking about the herbs, the supplies, the classes, and all of that. So you get a place to stay, you get all the meals that we have on site, you're going to get a box, and you're going to learn how to make oils, colognes, waters, incense, sachet powders. You know, you're going to learn how to make your base working root powder. So if you are interested in coming to Rootwork 201, I'm hoping to also have the January dates. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to Carnival in Haiti or not, and I wonder if they're going to have it. I saw an article today about famine in Haiti because of the hurricanes. I mean, they were slammed with 3 hurricanes, and you know, I don't even know if Puerto Rico has power yet. Does Puerto Rico have power yet?
I don't know.
This is a bad year for our people in those islands. So, okay, so one feeling good. So, you know, that's what we're doing as far as the house is concerned. And if you are interested in conzoing in March of 2018, please contact me if you're interested in coming to Haiti in March of 2018. So that's the stuff that's going on, but I figured I would come online while I'm sitting here working and chit chat with y'all. If y'all can bear with me not looking at the camera, because I gotta look at what I'm doing. So if you have any questions for me, just ask them. You know, I'm just like sitting here chit chatting. Shadow and I were talking today about how magic works. We were just talking about, that's why I decided to go on Facebook Live, because we be having these really profound conversations and nobody be listening to them but us. 25%, Jesus Christ. There's about 25% of the homes have power in Puerto Rico. That's just mind blowing. And that's what we talk about with people in the Dominican Republic, in Haiti, and in Puerto Rico. Those slave ships just stopped at different locations. Those are our people there. And we need to acknowledge that as black people, and sometimes they need to acknowledge it as Dominicans or as Puerto Ricans. Those are our people there suffering and trying to do everything, you know. Yet you're packing up orders too. Yeah, I mean, it's like we be sitting here, we be having some deep shit going on. Like today, I had somebody contact me. And I like to give these examples, you know, not to like shame somebody, but to tell you what we ain't gonna do today, okay? Now, wait a minute. How is this possible? How is it that I got the little filler things, and I got the little bottle things, but I ain't got the little lids? What universe does that happen? All this shit should be in this box. That's a problem. Because we got like we got a half dozen bottles left and no tops for them. Okay, here we go. That's 2. What's going on here? I'm trying to find the lids for my stuff, y'all. Okay, are these lids for yours? Okay, your bottles are amber though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm missing tops.
Well, no, mine aren't in there.
These are yours. There's no way that these are mine. That's way too many of these.
I probably just didn't put them on.
But I'm thinking you got some of my tops.
I didn't use the top. I mean,
you did?
They're on the bottles.
On every
all of my
top. Why are all your bottles and these are not in your bottles?
Because I didn't put them on there. Because that's work.
You didn't use these?
No, I did not. It's like, you know
that sucks, man. I mean, that's easy.
That.
It's they're purpose and they're diffusers.
I know.
So what the fuck are you going to do with these then?
I don't know.
Recycle them.
Okay.
I mean, I don't certainly need them. I don't think. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to keep them just in case.
Yeah, you might.
But you're going to have to give me some of your tops. Because I'm missing tops.
I made oils.
Look. You don't have no oil. Okay, you don't have no top.
I used all of the bottles that I bought.
So you used all of the lids.
Yeah, they're all made up and ready to go.
I was trying to figure out where the rest of the lids could be. We have trickster spirits here, but this ain't funny. Oh, but I found some. These yours?
Don't they go to the other bottles?
I don't know.
The what is it? 5/8 with dram in the bag.
Look, guess what?
They work today.
Tell you what we gonna do today. What we gonna do, what we ain't gonna do, we're gonna put some goddamn tops on these bottles, and I'm getting ready to use these. If they screw on, they fit.
Yeah.
If it don't fit, you must have quit. But if it does work, we gonna make it work. So let's see. Woody, whoa. Okay, because I'm like, where are the rest of my tops? This is my life, y'all. It's really glamorous. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then I'll put the rest of it in here. But yeah, that's kind of crazy that you don't have your diffusers. But okay, well, whatever. So I'll use them because I got 5 more and only 4 of those diffusers. And that's the thing. And I think that when we drop things, we probably just sweep them up and throw them away. I mean, I'm not going to certainly actually. My thing is, I do.
Usually it's enough tops to go with each bottle.
Well, that's the thing, but I'm not going to give nothing to nobody that fell on the floor. So I'm not diving after it under the table, so that's where you probably get this problem.
Okay.
You know, I'm not going to pick up nothing off the floor and then put it and send it to a client. So
no.
Something happened where I hate making these little bottles, but they're so freaking cute. So, in any case. But, y'all got any questions? Micah's laughing at us about, I don't know. I'm like asking you, what are you doing with these? What are you doing with these? I don't know. I'm like, you just can't throw them away. I mean, I guess you could, but that's just really wasteful. Why can I never find a box cutter in this house? Do you all think I'm on suicide watch or something?
This one in the kitchen. I don't know why it's in the kitchen.
I don't know why it's in the kitchen either. Probably because we're opening packages when they come in.
Yeah.
Give me them scissors. Basic housekeeping. People think witches lead these like big, wonderful, extravagant lives and we're all dancing naked around the fire. No. We're trying to find tops for our bottles and instruments to cut open boxes. That's what we do here.
I need them.
You know what? Shadow's talking to herself, but let me show you what Shadow's doing. Shadow, come, let me show them what you're doing. Y'all, I don't know if you guys have seen these yet, but I bought a shit ton of them, so I want you to buy them, okay? We bought witch books instead of boxes this time. These books are beautiful. They remind me of Arabian Nights. They're just amazing. So this is the large box that's $150, and the listing is on the website, but it comes with incense, Florida water, a shit ton of candles, a whole bunch of essential oils, rose dupe sticks, rose cones, an altar cloth. How many roots are in this? 30 what? Come in this box.
Over 30.
Over 30 roots. That,
plus an incense burner.
Plus an incense burner, a really nice gold lavender water, rose water, and Florida water come in the $150 box. And I feel like I'm on Channel 11. I feel like I'm at the fundraiser on Channel 11. You get a mojo bag with your pentagram charm. You get 2 chime candle holders. Look how nice and lovely that she wraps them with love. So there's a ton of stuff, and there's a magnet. There's a magnet. This box is actually hard to get open. And it's a book, and you can sit it up on the shelf, or you can have it flat. So if you're in the broom closet, this is an excellent way to hide all your tricks. Here you go. So we have, you get a box, right? So those, we have a large one that's $100, and then we have many more of the $150 boxes. So there you go. Yes, I wish somebody did this for me when I started my practice. The voodoo store, they were really great though. I worked for Roots, literally. They pay me and I just buy all the shit right back. It's kind of like when I worked at Joann Fabrics, you know? It's like when you worked at Lane Bryant.
Yeah.
Your check was just gone, you know? And so they set me up with my own home apothecary, but not everybody has physical mentors in front of them. Hey! Okay. Oh, you know I'm trying to pronounce your name. Exanthia, right? Exanthia. Is that right? Exanthia? Did I do it right? I don't know. But Ashley's right. Ashley Deuce, you're right. You know what? That's a good thing I know what my oil smell like, because, yeah, that's feeling good. I was like, wait a minute. I made this oil and I don't remember what it is. Weed's a hell of a drug. I'm like talking, but a lot of things have transpired. So, and I'm also almost 50, so I'm going to just, I've lived. I look better than I've lived. Let's just put it that way. So, this is feeling good. And you know what? I get mad, though. I get mad when I go to make these and I don't have the label for it. Because these mini labels are a pain in the butt. And they take forever to cut, because they cut out the little... If you look at, I don't know if I can show this to you guys because this light is so bright. But if you look, this thing cuts out the ridges of even the little shapes of my flowers on my label. So it takes a really long time for my machine to cut them. And I just think that one day my machine is going to be like, you know what, bitch? No, I'm just not going to cut. Now, this is nice. I never thought about this. I don't know. Do you like the bottles with the really solid opaque, or do you like labels that are somewhat translucent? Y'all tell me in the comments. I got a mixture because I'm not printing them over again. So in the sampler, you may get some translucent, you may get some that are opaque, but guess what? Opaque meaning solid, translucent meaning see-through for, the kids that sat in the back of the class. But, I'm very economical. I'm not going to reprint them just because they're separate or different or whatever. But you got a label. I'll be looking at some of these people's labels. And them labels be handwritten. It just, in this day and age, if you can do something in Word, it's not hard to make a decent label. And, opaque's easier to read. Translucent, so I can see it. Well, the translucent actually is a little bit harder to read, And April, I don't know who you fooling. You my age. Ain't neither one of us reading these damn labels. I have to do like this and use all of my trifocals to figure out which one this is. So that really don't matter. But yeah, it do. It's probably better for us blind folks to have opaque labels. But I don't know. I must have picked up the wrong label sheet one day, and that's what the feeling good labels look like, and I'm not going to apologize. You don't get what you get. I almost dropped my oil can. Okay, this always reminds me of Dorothy, the Wizard of Oz. I got this at Costco World Market. Absolutely love that store for witchery. All right, so what do I have to make now? Broke no mo. Do I have to make broke no mo for that? Nope, I just got to make one. So what I do is I make all of the herbs and the roots in a small batch. And then I learned this from my mentors as well. You don't want to have this stuff all made up like in gigantic proportions, because you want it to be fresh. So we make it as we get it. So I mix up the oil. So and that way I can sit and talk to y'all, and y'all don't have the secrets of my recipes while I'm making them. And then I have these roots, which have a little bit of essential oil in them. So what I'll do is I will take a itty bitty baby bottle of these little sample 5/8 gram bottles. I'm making oil samplers tonight, and I'll take a pinch of roots. Now, what I try to do, and it's really kind of hard when you have these oil bottles and you have something like allspice, but I'm going to try to stick it in there. Boom, got it in there. I want to make sure that even in an itty bitty baby oil, you're going to get the same representative amount of roots that you would get. So all of the magical components are there in a full-size bottle. So that takes a little work. And sitting here, I'm going to be making these samplers. And, I probably am not going to keep you guys on the whole time I'm taking to make these samplers, because they take a minute. And that's why they cost so much. But what's nice is they're $30-some. You really get the chance to, and then I have to hold it up to the light to see how much oil I put in it. You really get to try 6 different formulations, because the one thing about Conjure oil, depending on what you're working with, especially candles, you don't need that much oil. Now, if you're buying a full-size oil, that means you're wearing it, or you're anointing mojos or gree-grees with it, or like me, like grip sack. But my Safe Trouble, I call that grip sack, because when we used to get ready to go somewhere, my mother and my grandmother used to always ask us, did we have our grip? And you know, I never understood that until I got grown. I also didn't understand when my mother used to tell me she was going to put me in Bur Oak. I thought that was like an Audi home or a home for bad kids. And I was like 27, and me and my ex-husband went for a drive one day. And that was the day that I found out Bur Oak was a cemetery. That my mama was threatening to kill me all my life. And that's the place where they lost all those bodies, and they messed up Emmett Till's casket too, is Bur Oak. So my mother used to threaten to put me in Bur Oak. And now I have completely lost my train of thought. Bur Oak. Why am I talking about Bur? Oh, because I'm talking about things my mother used to say. So my mother and my grandmother used to always ask us to get our grip. And I could not understand what grip had to do with a suitcase. But you grip it. You get your grip. I'm gripping my bag. And that's so, you know, that's where they get that from. I don't know if you all, any other black mamas say that, but my black mama did. She'd be like, you got your grip? So whenever I think about traveling, I think, let me get my grip sack. So that's why the Safe Travel Oil is named Grip Sack. That's, you know. So, you know, so I take grip sack. Although, do you know what happened to the grip sack that was in the car? It's gone. Remember we got ready to hit the road for Chicago and couldn't find it?
Yeah.
It's in there somewhere. Who would steal Safe Travel Oil? I mean, we're the only people in the car. Trickster spirits. But I was like, you know what? We took off anyway. I said, I know y'all got me. I usually anoint my car. My daughter thinks I'm so strange, and I anointed all of the buses that were taking them to band camp one year. She wasn't happy. And then this year I didn't get to anoint the buses, but I snuck it on her and slapped it right on her third eye before she got out of the car. She was like, ah! And I hate the way it smells. I'm like, it smells like mint and joy. Sit your ass down. Enjoy the blessing. You know, it's kind of funny because I come from this family, and y'all, I'm looking to see how many flawless I have to do. Flawless remains our biggest selling formulation. Everybody loves it. I love it too. Crown of Success. But, you know, what was I about to tell you? Oh, I have a family that's very, very, very Christian. Some people understand what I do. Some people don't. Some people just don't ask questions, like my dad. He's just like, hey, okay, you do what you do, boo-boo. He's from Alabama. He knows what's up. So, even though he is a Seventh-day Adventist, and he never plays with playing cards. He plays Uno. I think I've seen him play spades, maybe, when he's down south. But they had to do it on the porch. You could not play playing cards in my grandmother's house. Why? Because they're divination tools. Hello, Louis. Hello, Camilla. Y'all late. How long? We've been on like a half an hour. I done lost like 5 people. I guess I bored them. They left. I'm making shit tonight, and I'm talking about how I make things and, you know, philosophies of magic and all that good shit. So my philosophy of magic is I'm old school. You know, back in the day when you had a problem, you went to go visit a local root worker. She went and grabbed stuff out of her cabinets or whatever she had on hand, and she made up your bath, whatever. I've never seen any rules about burying stuff and doing it under a particular moon, but that can enhance your work, okay? I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that in hoodoo, it's not something that I've seen as traditionally necessary. However, that is not to say that, yes, you made it. That is not to say that you don't develop your own methods. Because like for my High John oil, because you know, High John doesn't make an oil. So every year at New Year's, I steep up a new batch. I bottle whatever I have left over from the previous year, because during the year, sometimes depending on sales, I have to re-up the High John oil. Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of oils, and I know Ochani Lele is probably not online, but I want to show y'all what he sent me. First of all, Law of Attraction oil. You can see this is 24 karat gold in here, and there is some herb or root in here, and I don't, what is that? I don't know if that is a tonka bean or balm of Gilead. I don't know what that is, but it's beautiful, whatever it is. I don't know. I don't know. It might be. That would be awesome. because the gold would stick to it. It's magnet. Maybe it's magnetizing to it. If that's a lodestone,
that was metal.
it's sticking to it. So that must be a lodestone. That is so freaking awesome. Dude, where are you? I'm going to tag you it so you can see this video. Oh, but it kind of smells like butter. I want to drink it. I really want to. Doesn't it smell this? It smells like something I want to eat. Maybe there's vanilla in it. I don't know. But it's really lovely.
It does.
And he has a specific way. Camilla said hi, Shadow.
Hello.
He has specific ways that he sets up his oils, that because he'll tell you, I don't practice hoodoo. So let me see some of this other stuff. His traditional Van oil, man, I'm telling you, I'll use it, and I don't use anybody's Van oil but myself, but it smells almost just like mine. And we were comparing notes. I like this better than mine. I really do. I got to step up my Van game, but smell this, and you just be like, you got to give people their props when they make a good product.
Yeah.
That's better than mine. And I'm not ashamed to say it, but I mean, mine works. Y'all keep ordering mine too, but man, and his goes quickly because he has a special process. But this here is going in my mop water on New Year's Day. A lot of people use Florida water. I'm going to make my Florida water with this Van oil in my floor washer. You know what? I think it's another thing. People want to adapt things maybe for a new millennia. You can use sachet powders if you have carpet instead of the floor wash, but also you can smudge your house with a spray. Like if you strain this and you make a cologne out of it, you could go through and cleanse your house for the new year with a spray. It's hard mopping 2,500 square feet of floor. But let me tell you, yes, Louis, I love my Van oil, but it would behoove you to try Lele's potions and lotions, because that's everything. I want to wear this. I can wear this, right? Yeah, I'm going to wear it all. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see if, oh my goodness, this is my birthstone. I don't know how he knew this. This is his amethyst oil. And I haven't had a chance to sit down. I'm taking these upstairs, though. If you want them, you're going to have to come knock, because these are going on my vanity. I've got to get these out of the root room. Okay, what's the difference between High John, Little John, and Low John? Well, High John root is the most powerful root in hoodoo. It is said by Langston Hughes and Honorable Temps, the legend is that African slaves used it to astrally project back to Africa. It was what sustained us. It came from the Native Americans. It was a root that children were not even allowed to touch because it was so strong. But we adapted it because it looked similar to a root that we had in Africa. Little John, I don't remember. Little John to chew. Little John to chew is for court cases, right? Low John is for court cases too, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
Well, I know.
Little John is to chew.
Little John's to chew, but Little John, do you chew, you spit it out, and you anoint things with the spit. That's what I've had people do, but I'm wondering if that was Low John. I know whatever it was, I made sure you could put it in your mouth. But I'm old and I smoke a lot of weed, so I can't really tell you off the top of my head, because I don't have a lot of call for Low John, Little John. But any herb book will tell you, and there's some apps out, magical herbs and things like that will tell you what you can use each one. But Low John is gangagal. I know that.
Yes.
And Little John to chew is something else. I don't know the real. Yeah, Low John. Like I said, Low John is court case root. But so Little John to chew is also used in court cases, I do believe. Can somebody look that up? I do believe that Little John to chew is, but I know Low John's court case root. But I think Little John to chew is also court case. But this is amethyst oil, and I keep smelling it. And there are real chunks of amethyst in here, and this is amazing. So that's another one of his oils. He sent me a whole love package, and when somebody sends me something this lovely, I'm going to share it. This is Ascension oil, and I forgot what he told me I can use this for, but I would think it would be to bring up my vibration. Once again, 24 karat gold in here. Little John, yep, they're both the same. Wait a minute. No, Little John to chew and Low John are two different herbs. They can't both be gangagal. But this ascension oil, I don't even know what's in it, but it's very herby. It's very earthy. Yeah, Lo John is gangago. What is Little John to chew? What root? I know Lo John's gangago. I said that before, didn't I? Didn't I say that?
I think so.
Yeah. But you know, I get stuff confused. That's why I'm always really careful when I'm making formulations, because I don't want to try to give somebody the wrong medicine like Mr. Gower in It's a Wonderful Life. But this ascension oil is beautiful. This is real gold, y'all. And that's just probably, I don't know what this is. It might be another lotion, but it smells completely different than the Law of Attraction oil, which looks similar. Love's, oh God, I'm old. I can't read. Love's Renewal. Now I know I can see all kinds of beautiful things in here. I see what is Balm of Gilead? I see roses and lavender, which just all of some of my favorite things. Bathroot. No. Lo John. I do not believe Lo John. See, you're gonna make me get my book out. I know you know this stuff, April. Lo John is not Bathroot.
Let me look.
Yeah. No. Lo John is not Bathroot. Not to the best of my knowledge, but I could be wrong. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. But you know what? I'm going to be hesitant because I know his oils are magical. They make me feel good. Love's Renewal. I ain't trying to renew nothing with nobody. If I dumped you, you're going to stay dumped. But man, I don't know.
Well,
you could renew loves for something else.
Love. Renew love within yourself.
Well, I always love myself, but I guess this can help. But I'm scared to wear this though, because the ex-boyfriends are going to start calling.
But they put that nose opener.
See, nose opener and your love grid. Now let me tell you something. Encyclopedia said Lo John and Chewing John is gangago. Okay, all I know is I have 2 separate jars. Okay. Yeah, right. I don't want nobody back, but it's amazing and it's probably really powerful, which would kind of makes me scared to wear it. His house blessing oil. This is beautiful. This is a very soft scent, not really overpowering. But for me, it doesn't matter because of the stuff that's in it, and I know that Ochani knows his roots. So I'm going to tag him in this video. I'm going to tell him I ran my mouth for about a half an hour, but this is his house blessing oil. And, I mean, he said all of this, y'all. Follow me, boy. See, now this is the one that gets me in trouble. All the time. Anytime I put on anybody's Follow Me Boy oil, I get in trouble. In fact, what is mine?
Lo John is bathroom.
Lo John. No.
Chewing John is gang.
Okay, are you sure Lo John's Bathroot?
I am looking
okay.
at a place
I know that.
It's a botanical.
Man, no, people make fucked up mistakes. I'm going to go and check my sources. Because I got this stuff in my book. But in any case, yeah, this might get me in trouble. The Follow Me Boy. And it's something that I can tell is gonna kick off, and I'm also letting this steep just a little bit more. Once it hits your pheromones, that's something that's going to also have a big impact. And then the last bottle is the prayer oil, which I'm going to keep here in the root room. And I'll tell you why. Because I pray every time I do a reading. And I pray with the deity. I love this. I just keep smelling it. Smell this. This is the prayer oil. I'm going to anoint my hands with that whenever. Okay. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's got a little bit of that butter to it, but there's some other stuff. I love that. And it's clear. I don't know what he's doing here, but it's beautiful. So, yeah, those are Ochani Lele. He has Lele's lotions, potions, and magical things. And his stuff is real quality stuff, and these now mind you, his oils cost more, but these jars are like 2-ounce jars, and so they're really lovely. This is some really lovely stuff, and he sells his stuff in very limited quantities, and it sells out quickly. So, he's one of those people that, and then Beatrice, I can never pronounce the name of her company, and I need to buy some of her oils for my site, Quantitative Supplies. She's going to kill me for butchering the name of her business. But she also does things to exact specifications. But give me a minute, y'all. I'm gonna go over here. Don't go anywhere. I'm getting ready to go check my sources and see about these roots, because I think that y'all tripping. But it is also late. So let's see, look and see. All right. So let's see what we got here. Little John to chew is gangagal.
Right. And the other
Little John to chew is gangagal.
right.
Where is Low John?
Low John is Bethroot.
Bethroot. Okay, I'm going back. Okay. You know what? This is what bothers me. And maybe that's because we don't have any like real hoodoo stores. We have a lot of magical stores, but we don't have like hoodoo stores. Because I would be looking for Little John to chew. I'm not looking for, Bethroot or Low John. Low John. I wouldn't be looking for, right. I wouldn't be looking for Bethroot. I would be looking for Low John as a hoodoo practitioner.
Right.
But, yeah. But like I said, I knew that Gangago was Low John. I knew that. But I'm still looking here in my sources here. What is it? Bethroot. Right. Bethroot. Oh, she don't even list it. I don't even know why I looked at that. Let's see what Cunningham has to say about it. They don't use Bethroot in these books. There's no Bethroot. So where did Bethroot come from?
Well, it's other names.
I understand that, but I'm looking at the ones that the cardinal journals here of magic and root work, and I'm not finding Bethroot at all. I'm not even finding Low John in Cunningham. He don't know nothing about no Low John. Nobody knows anything about Low John. Bethroot is not in either one of those books, Urinwood or Cunningham. So now I'm going to go to the real deal. I'm going to the real deal, but I don't even know if he would have his names in there. I'm going to go to Culpeper and see about Bethroot, because I never heard of Bethroot, honestly, until I moved to Ohio.
It's currently Native American.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Bethroot ain't in none of these damn books. So that sounds like some New Age shit. All I know is Low John, Little John to chew, and High John. So, I thought Bethroot, that's why I thought Bethroot was something different entirely. It's not in any, you find all stuff on the internet. And once again, here we go. I mean, it's like not in any, what's considered to be a reputable herbal. I can't find it. And I found Low John. I found Low John. Well, Urinwood talks about Low John and Little John. But,
rattlesnake root.
that has nothing to do with any of those roots. Rattlesnake root is over there and it doesn't look like any of those roots. Nope. No. It's not in the John family. It's not.
Bethroot, first root, red trillium, purple trillium.
Well, somebody did say trillium.
It's in the trillium.
And
family.
Trillium was one of the ones that are trying to use for double shoestrings. And people do use a form of trillium, I believe, for double shoestring. But
Wake robin,
no, they don't. But
Indian
somebody,
shamrock, brown lily. They call it.
No, they were using viburnum, not trillium. Somebody was using that for double shoestring, and I'd rather use cramp bark, or is that what we got? Cramp bark or bear? What is that? That's not in this one either. Bear's claw. Isn't that bear's
claw? Black
haw. That's it. That's one that people use in replace of double shoestring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bethroot, but I'm saying, I'm looking in every single herbal reference that I have. There's no listing for Bethroot. None.
Just online. So
it's some shit. Look, it's some shit that somebody made up. That's what I'm going to tell you right now. The use for thereof. They didn't make up the root. But this is not something that is like old school. And if it is, it has another name. So what is the Latin name for Bethroot?
Trillium. 1 minute. Let me go back.
Because it ain't in none of these books. I heard of Bethroot. I went to Blessed Bee in Grove City, and she gave me some. It was so cute. She gave me some at Lily Beth gave me some in a little baby food jar. And she was like, use that for protection or something like that. But that was the first time I'd ever heard of it. And I'm not saying that it doesn't exist because I ain't heard of it, because there's a lot of shit I've never heard of. But I'm telling you, it ain't in none of these books. And because I do take a scholarly approach to magic, I don't need to find it someplace other than the internet. Just like my daughter's school, when they had to do projects when she was in the little grammar school, you couldn't use all websites. You had to go get some books. Because anybody can put anything they want to on. You can do that with a book, but books take too much to publish. So now my battery's low, so I'm probably not going to be able to talk to you all much longer, but Little John to Chew, that's Gangago, right?
Yes.
That's like I said that earlier. I'm just trying to make sure. I'm tired. I'm not high, y'all. Little John to Chew is Gangago. I knew that because you can eat it. So that's why I knew. That's how I do weird mind association things. So I knew Little John to Chew was Gangago because I could eat Gangago. I put it in my Thai soups all the time. Okay, you sent me the screenshot. Okay, but the thing is this whole thing about Bethroot being Low John. No, I've never heard of it, but let me see. I can't. No, okay, well.
What?
A lot of people say that Low John root is Little John to Chew. It's not in Cummingham's, but it's in the other book. So, I don't know. I just know that I have a little...
They're both in the Trillium family.
What?
Bethroot is Trillium, whatever this something.
But Gangago's Low John isn't
Trillium. 1 minute. What's the name?
No, it's
begin with a G.
Low John and Gangago. It looks like it's the same thing. Somebody said that earlier.
It does look like
they're the same thing. But I have 2 jars over there, which, I bought my Little John to Chew fresh and dried it out. But the Low John that I use for the court case root is, different Latin names here in all are valid. That's great. But the reality of the matter is Low John and Little John the same thing. I don't think that Low John and Gangago are the same thing, but I could be wrong. That's the problem here, especially when, you're not taught by your ancestors. A lot of knowledge gets lost. So I can't look at the photos you guys are sending me. They look different. Give me those. Little John to Chew. I know because I get this fresh, okay? They smell different. Low John is almost as earthy as, and this is, I love Little John to Chew. Little John to Chew, they're not even the same color. Low John is not the same as Little John. I don't care what that book says.
Low John is Bethroot, or a version of...
I'm not going to lie. What she gave me, and I got to find that jar, looks like what's in this Low John. I don't know where that little jar is. I was really actually keeping it sacred because it was such a little bit. But when she gave it to me, she didn't say it was the same as Low John. Right. This is not poison. This goes in Thai food. This is Little John to Chew. This is Gangago. I bought this at the International Grocery Store and dried it out myself. It smells great. It's spicy. It's like a ginger family type of thing. Just gotta make sure I'm putting the right top back on. Okay? But this Low John, which I've never had anybody chew, okay, this is probably a poison. Yes, thank you. This is not, I know this is not a poison because I bought this at the grocery store. Okay? Little John to Chew is not, that's Gangago. Low John is something else. And that may be Beth Root. That might be the new name. But let me tell you something.
It's not the new name. It's like one is Trillium something and the other is Trillium something else.
So they're in the Trillium family. That makes them not the same.
Right.
That's one of the problems that we're having with Jezebel root. Do you know how many Louisiana irises there are? So which one is the one you use for Jezebel root? I'm thinking possibly the red one. That's what I would go with, but I'm working on that because I'm trying to figure out if I have to spell the 3 herbs. Girl, I ain't worried about spelling new. I know what I'm using, and I don't think that Little John is Beth Root, nor do I think that Little John is the same.
Information. Here's one that says chewing John and Little John to choose. Well, no, it says they're both for court cases.
Yeah, they're both for court cases, but their application is different.
Right.
Like, this is something you put in a mojo bag. You don't chew this. But Little John, that's why they call it little. See, black folks have sense. They name shit as it's supposed to be used. Little John to chew, you chew it. Right. Now, if you could chew this shit, it would say Low John to chew.
Right. Right. They're different.
They're different. Just because something is in the same Latin species, you can't mash them all together. Like in Cunningham, I see these books and I disagree with them a lot in different places. Like, for example, under High John root, dude wants to sit up here and, you know, God rest his soul, because he did a lot of research. He's got good stuff. But he wants to say that High John root can be replaced with any morning glory flower. That's not true. There are several different species of morning glory flowers, one of them being jalap. And that's the one, well, it's called Empomia perja or jalapa. But those, you can't intermix the other roots. The jalap root in particular is High John. You can't use another form of morning glory to substitute that for High John. You can't do it. I mean, that's what I've been taught. But that's another thing when it comes to magic. You taught by the people that teach you and your family. But me, myself, and I'm not going to go and try to interchange another morning glory root for jalap. There's a specific morning glory that creates High John the Carker, and that's the one I was trying to use, and that's the one I'm going to use. So while he mentions this, I just can't see that. I think he said that. Hold on. No, he didn't say it. Somebody must have said that. See, that's the problem. That's the problem online. Carry over to stop depression, blah, 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 blah. Let me not say this about him. It wasn't him. He didn't say that. But somebody got some stuff off the internet, I don't know who it was, and told me, maybe they told me Cunningham said it, because he doesn't say it. But, you know, you'll see that stuff online, that people want to take shortcuts. Okay? What book was expensive? You're reading the info. I don't know what you're talking about, because, you know, we're scrolling. But somebody said that he said that you could replace that. And I was like, no, you're full of shit. You can't do that. So anyways, what am I working on here? See, we done got off into somebody else's oils. I done dropped this. I dropped the lid. Man down, man down.
I got it.
You know, where are those extra lids? See, I don't want to do nothing. I've dropped on the floor, but now I'm sitting here and I'm supposed to make 2 flawless, and I think that I only made 1. But I gotta now smell it because I've been running my mouth. And see, that's another thing. Oils have to sit up before they can get really fragrant. But I know that I just had flawless here, and I'm looking at High John and Low John, so y'all distracting me. You have me on your TV? That's cool. I love broadcasting the internet on my television because I have like a 55-inch. I don't watch it for shit else. But these are, to me, I've never been advised that these are the same roots. Now, it's very highly likely that people call this Beth root. As a matter of fact, this looks similar to the root that I was given. Oh, those just, okay, well, I'll show those in a minute. But I know this is Gangavel, and I put this in my Tom Yai, whatever that is that I make, the Thai soup, Tom Yum or whatever that is. I put this in my soup. Okay. No, I didn't say the book was wrong. I mean, I did say the book was wrong, but then I said I was wrong. Someone told me that Cunningham said you could interchange the morning glory root. Well, maybe he said it in another one of his books, but he did not say that in the Encyclopedia of Herbs. So if anybody tells you that you can exchange High John with any other morning glory root, that to me is not accurate. Because all of these things have species and they're really close. And you'll get a lot of interchanging. Sometimes you'll get some substitutions, and sometimes those substitutions are not bad. For example, in my quest to find Jezebel root, I found out how closely related orris root is to Jezebel, but it's still not the same. It don't do the hoe stuff. You know, it don't do the Jezebel part. It does the love stuff, but it don't do the lust stuff. Right. And so, you can't, it depends on what you're making. That's one thing. But you cannot substitute one for the other just because they're in the same species family. It doesn't work like that. I mean, some of this stuff is very specific. Yes. Like, for example, holy basil, regular basil. Well, yeah, if you got holy basil and you're doing a purification or whatever type of spell, the whole stuff. You gotta have I saw a really cool article online. Like, not everything you find on the internet sucks. And there was this really cool article online that talked about not changing the sentence of a spell. Okay? So, if I have just basil and say I want to do something, because basil is really good for peace and for clearing up bad energy and all things like that. Good stuff. If I don't have holy basil, I'm going to go in my cabinet and I'm going to grab my basil. That's something you can interchange. I'm about to die. My phone's about to die. So I'm going to tell y'all what. I'm about to plug it into power. Now, we all know what happens when I plug my phone in. You sometimes hear this really nasty feedback. So if you start to hear static, once I plug in my phone, let me know. Okay, this is just disgusting. Cord's all fucked up. So yeah, we gotta find a store because I can't keep working in here. Can't keep doing this. But anyways, you side-eyeing all your herbs now. Well, you should, okay? Because sometimes, man. What most metaphysical herbs sell as devil shoestring, and I don't remember. It's a trillium, I do believe. Think so. Can't be sure. No. But I don't know. But I know we can use that. Was that Bear Hall? Black Hall is one of the things that you can exchange that with. And it wasn't that it was wrong. Right. And so in different regions,
botanical name.
Right, different regions are going to do different things. Like, that's how, are you guys getting any nasty feedback from me having this plugged into power? Let me know. So sometimes stuff can be substituted, sometimes stuff can't be, but I knew that Low John, I don't believe that Low John and Little John to chew are the same herbs. And I've always had them separate.
Yeah, I don't think they are.
But in Urinwood's book, it says they are.
Yeah, but not according to what I'm seeing.
No, right. Good. I'm glad.
And it has, like I said, they're both...
you gotta show them your new hairdo.
Oh.
She's like, she's so vain. So she came in the house. I didn't even hear her come in the house. And then she's like, I'm home. But she had these braids. I thought it was a stranger in my house. Look at how cute her hair is. Her grandkids did this for her. It's very pretty. But she scared the shit out of me. And Trini walked in the house and she didn't even see Shadow sitting on the couch. She's like, I was like, you ain't gonna say hi to Shadow? She's like, that's Shadow? But it says, do I want to tag you in this video? It recognized your face.
Stop.
I'm finna tag you. I'm finna tag you in this video. Tag. You tag now. That's some big brother shit right there. Right. I mean, I've been going through this real struggle about whether I am going to, and Xanthia said she loves your new hairstyle.
Thank you.
Hey, I want a picture of that sewing machine. I gotta see that. I'm thinking about an embroidery machine myself. Okay, so I was in the middle of Flawless. So let's get back to this. Can you put all these Johns back?
Okay.
But yeah, the only one I'm putting in my mouth is this one. Look, High John is used. I don't know about Low John. That's one of the things that is my goal for 2018 is to learn more of the medicinal parts of root work, because High John actually is like X-Lax. You can make a tea out of that. And that'll get you going. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of stuff that will clean your clot naturally. Like there's some liquid. What is that? Something magnesium, something citrate. No. Yeah, they put that in there. Yeah. But this is magnesium citrate. Boy, when you go have surgery, they tell you to drink that.
Yeah.
It will clean your clot, well, your colon, anyways. Good night, Camilla. I should have my ass in bed too. Okay. Hey, Michelle, love you too. So yeah, let's go back to what I was doing, because see, I'll never get these damn samplers made. Talking to folks. I was really talking about my products. Somebody want to bring up all these damn Johns, but I know gang of goals, and I know it's Little John to chew. That's what I do know. What I don't know, it has never been the case with me. And like I said, I don't know everything. I don't ever recall Low John being the same thing. Now, it is possible that Low John is Beth root, but I'm going to tell you that in the older standard, I can't even find Beth root in Culpepper's, so that's a modern name. Yeah. And Culpepper's is not going to use Low John, probably because that is a folk magic name. So now we got to find out, what is the Latin name for Beth root?
Is Trillium erectus something?
All right.
And for Low John is Trillium, and it begins with a G.
Yeah. They're the same family. They ain't the same.
Right.
And I don't care what these books say. When they go to all that trouble to make something a different genus of species, they're in the family. That's like saying I'm my sister. No, I'm not my sister. Or I'm my mother because I look just like my mother. And trust me, I would be very careful. Because you be done ate some shit you ain't got no business eating.
Right.
Lil John to chew. Like I said, black folks got sense. We name shit the way it's supposed to be named. And so we have self-healing here. We have shepherd's purse. So this is another thing. These are the common names that we use. And they're in Culpepper's from the fucking 1800s. So you tell me why Beth root's not in here. That's some new shit. Mm-hmm. And ain't nobody talking about it. I didn't hear about it till 2015. I'm not saying that it ain't magical, but it ain't old. And if it is old, it's got another name. Storax is in here. Star thistle's in here. Strawberries in here. What am I looking for? I swear I'm not high. What am I looking for?
You were looking about Beth.
Trillium. No, I was looking for trilliums.
Trillium.
I'm looking for the trilliums. Because he has the modern names in here. Which I didn't think he would. Some of these, that's what we consider, were not modern so much, but folk names. And trilliums, and no trilliums are in here. And I could not find a Beth root in here either. And I doubt very seriously if I'm going to find...
Because it has so many other names.
Yeah, man, let me tell you, this is some bullshit, okay? That's like one time we went to this one Conjure store, which will not be named. I don't even know what the hell we was looking for. Probably Jezebel. And they tried to give us some ground paprika. Talking about that's Jezebel, ground Jezebel root. And my friend smelled it, and she's like, this is paprika. So, understand you all that some of these things are in high demand. They get overused. High John is overused. I only use High John in a couple of my recipes, but I do have a consistent source to get them from. But in the case of Jezebel root, this is what happens when every hoe and their mama want some Jezebel root in their oil. Now we can't get none from nowhere, and then people start to do shit like make red mulch Jezebel root. No. and I know Jezebel root. I know the way to test something to see whether it is real Jezebel root or not. If you've ever ground Jezebel root, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So you know how to find out whether something is Jezebel root. And bay leaves and bay laurel are two separate Latin names. And people often think that they're interchangeable. Bay laurel and regular bay, they're even shaped differently. Bay laurel is a thinner, longer bay leaf, and the regular bay leaf, and I believe the regular bay leaf like we tend to use in cooking, are a bit rounder in shape. So I saw that when I was looking at this new magical herbs thing, and it's like, that makes sense. But I'm going to investigate that further. But it makes sense though, because why would you call something bay laurel and then everything else is bay? It would indicate that they are two different things. They're probably like sisters, but there's probably a difference. And I'm looking here for Beth root, and ain't no Beth root. It goes Bethany. There's water Bethany and there's wood Bethany. If you didn't, I never heard of water Bethany. Broomwort. You ever heard of broomwort? And honestly, this is the book I like the best, because it is not really kind of, as I'll say, polluted by modern magic. It's straight herbals, but it does have the so Gangagal is here. Galingagal, that's what it's spelled anyway. And it's a planet of it's aligned with Mars. Okay. So I mean, that's fighting battles. That would definitely be appropriate for court. I just, I love this particular book, and you're still, once again, you're not going to find all of those. So I'm not saying that Beth root is I'm not saying it's not a valid root. I'm not saying that it is not named something else, and I am not saying that that it's not magical. I'm just saying that I've never, ever, 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 ever heard it associated with Lojan. I'm out of flawless. I think a lot of flawless. Let me see if I can pour some in there, because this is an itty bitty bottle. But I might have to make more flawless. Let me see. So what I do is when I'm pouring these itty bitty bottles, ooh, hey. I gotta make sure that I cover the roots the same way I would as if I'm making a big bottle. And then when the bottle is empty, I put it over here. And then I'm going to go back and make the formulation and then put it back on my shelf. Because organization is key here, especially when you're working in a really small space. So I don't know what you're saying. What is this one? If you're putting pictures in your comments, I can't see them. But I know that High John is High John. Low John is Gangagal. No, Little John to chew is Gangagal. And I don't know if Low John is considered Beth root, because it is not in any modern reference that I have. And yeah, I guess you could, trust different sources on the internet, but they might just be saying that because they heard that from somebody else, Mm-hmm. I want to, if you find a book and tell me Beth root is a trillium. Okay?
It is in the trillium family.
And so is Low John, but they're not the same type of trillium. Can they be used interchangeably? Depends on their magical properties. But I would think if they're sisters, you could. But I know that I don't think that I would use any other. That's the question. Here's the question of the hour. Okay. Well, there's several books. There are several books that you could use. There's a ton of, and there's even an app out here, herb apps. But they're on my website in the 201 book list. But Culpeper in Cunningham is what I tend to use. What I really want to do, I would love to have the opportunity to do, is to take a deep dive into some of, I really, that's what I'm going to do. Right. My winter reading is Zora Neale Hurston, but then sometimes I feel like she was lying to white folks too. Because some of the stuff that she says is just like, she's not telling the truth. And that was cool too, because she wasn't trying to tell them the truth. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I'm just going to go make up some shit because they paid me. you know, because once you're an initiated priestess, you're not going to go, and which she was, in New Orleans voodoo as well as Haitian voodoo, I do believe. You're not going to go and tell everybody what you learned. Just like people talk about with Hayek. Those people weren't going to tell the whole truth. They might have given him some pieces, but they didn't put the whole pie together. Like, for example, veves. Yeah, you can look at them and they're beautiful, but you don't know how to use them unless you're initiated. Nobody's going to tell you that. So you know, I just, you know, it's so hard, even with somebody who I love, like Zora Neale Hurston. I'll be like, you know, some of the color correspondences for the candles don't make sense. And I haven't read Tell My Horse or Mules and Men in years, but I don't want to read that again. It's different when you're a practitioner. When I studied literature, I read it with different eyes. Same way I used to read the Bible. As a Christian, I read it with different eyes than I read it as a magical practitioner. So that's something. But I would just, you know, there's got to be like some holy grail of root work somewhere. You know, somebody old school black that really kept good records. Because what we're looking at is the messenger of the messenger of the messenger, and often they ain't black. So, you know, and I'm not talking about anybody else's magical systems here. I'm talking about traditional African American root work. You know, we have a lot of lost information. You know, even when I go and I look in these books, sometimes I'll be like, how do we know? How do you know? You know, which is why I think it's really good to get initiated, because you find out what that path uses. And you know it, because this is something that has never died. So that's kind of like, you know, and not every path practices magic in the same way. So that's another thing to consider. But yeah, it's hard when you're on the internet and everybody is saying Beth root is this, because they heard somebody else say it.
You have the scissors?
No. I don't know. I put the scissors in the drawer. Oh, see, now these are going to be funky. These are going to be funky. Maybe I have oil on here. And then now my alcohol pad has dried up because you only brought me one.
That's all you asked for.
You know what? Just bring me the bag. Okay. Because this damn label was like, no, bitch, I'm not sticking. So if for those of you just tuning in, I am doing mini bottles, spell kits. But, you know, where I have not gotten, you have to understand, I'm 48 years old. I am a lifetime hippie with a lot of lost brain cells. I've had a good life. And I can plan on continuing to have a good life. I don't remember all this shit off the top of my head. And these people that want to walk around and be walking dictionaries about all things, look, I know when I'm sitting up and doing my shit, I know when I'm using the right things because I research it to begin with. So I don't have to go back and look later. I know that I'm using the right shit. So sometimes I don't remember every single definition, and for people to pretend that they do, they bogus. They just flossing. That's another thing we were talking about. Was I talking to you about this? Yeah. This whole thing about, yeah, we black folks need an herb book desperately. Yeah, I know. It's like, find a clone of me and we can get it done. You know, people on the internet tend to behave like they know everything or their life is perfect. I have a whole, like, job. I've got 2 degrees in English. I've literally read thousands of books. I digest all kinds of things electronically every day. I can't remember everything. So, and people to say, oh, I do. Okay, that's because you have no life. Okay, I can't even remember my goddamn shopping list. I have to have a shopping list. You know what I'm saying? Now my goal is to be like Priestess Miriam. If you've ever seen her in action, she'll just go and grab things, and, you know, I ain't counting no drops. I ain't doing all of that. All my shit smells the same because I'm like grandma. That's how I cook. But, you know, sometimes I do have to say, oh, what's this used for again? But most of the time, no, because when I buy something, I'm buying it with an intent. Remember, we talked about that yesterday morning. Stop buying shit just because you can. Buy stuff that you need to use because you need to use it, and then you'll remember the purpose of said herb and root. But, you know, I'm not one of those for name that root. But my daughter used to be able to do it. When we used to work for the voodoo store, you know, we did quizzes, and she knew a lot of that stuff. I was very proud of her. So I'm putting on the itty bitty baby label. So if you ever get a situation where you get oil on the outside of your bottle and your label doesn't want to stick, take some alcohol and wipe off the label, or wipe off the bottle, and then your labels will stick because it gets up the oil. That's why rubbing alcohol is not good for your face. Folks used to do that. I remember my uncle used to sit up and take alcohol baths. He would just wipe himself down. Because he'd play basketball, come in and wipe himself down with alcohol. Yeah, but it smells so good. I love the smell of rubbing alcohol. But it's bad. Because what it does is, not only does it dry your skin out, it makes your skin produce more oil. So you're actually defeating the purpose of using it. So, witch hazel. That's really good for your face. I like witch hazel. It's nice. It's mild. It's not going to make your face go into oil overload. So, you know, and so those are the things that my goals for next year, in addition to all these fabulous things that I'm going to do, that we're going to tell you about as soon as we can tell you about them. There's some people involved with it that are not here tonight, so I can't spill the beans on some of the stuff that we're going to do. But one of my goals, you know, when we talk about New Year's resolutions and the like, is to become more astute with the medicinal properties. Because a lot of times, I'm like, when I'm sick now, I'm going to go in here and make myself stuff to treat myself. But I'm also going to research it. And when I make new formulations, so wait a minute. You know, I just made 2 more flawless. And we already had 2 flawlesses, I think. Damn it. Run to my damn mouth. So how many flawlesses do I have? I have 2. I have, oh, no, I did only 2. Yay. I'm not fucking up. That's good. It's always good not to fuck up, okay? So, I'm so tired, y'all. Damn holiday sale. Damn you Black Friday. Damn you Small Business Saturday. Okay, so flawless. Okay. Get off your ass. Do I ever get off your ass over here? So I'm trying to, in tandem, probably the dumbest thing to do, but I mean, I'm trying to do this quickly. I'm trying to turn y'all's orders over. So I'm just trying to get, you know, everything in. See, once again, oh, look, I found a cute little, what is she? Are you okay? Stop screaming then. Oh, ass. Now, get off your ass. Also, it's allspice in it. It's spicy. Get your ass going. I gotta make sure I got this itty bitty allspice that I can fit into this thing. And if you buy allspice, you know, fresh, and like I said, I don't break my roots because the longer they stay whole, the better they are. It's kind of hard to push a little bitty ass root into this. A big ass root into this little bitty ass bottle, but we're gonna make it happen today. So this is Get Off Your Ass. This is my anti-procrastination oil. You know, every time a client asks me to make a custom oil is how I usually come up with a new formula. Because somebody's like, I procrastinate entirely too much. Can you make something? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make you some shit to get off your ass. And that's how Get Off Your Ass came with. You know, I try to make what people need, and I keep this cologne on my desk. I should spray it more often because I hate doing certain tasks. I hate paying bills. I love ordering root work supplies, though. I don't mind spending money on that, but I hate paying bills, and I just need to like baptize myself and get off your ass on bill paying day. I'm like, seriously, I like forgot to do it the weekend of 201, and them bill collectors are ridiculous. You are a day late, they're gonna call you. I'm like, I got the money, I just don't want to give it to you. They crack me up. But one thing I learned about bill collectors is they can't kill you. But it's very good to keep your credit good because you never know when you're going to need to have it. You never know when you're going to need a car, or you're going to need to rent office space or buy a house. So, it's good to have it. Now, I'm mad. Oh, I was about to say, I don't have any get off your ass labels. I was about to cry. I was about to just, you know what I should do? Every time I make a new formulation, I should just go ahead and make the oil sheet and the mini oil sheet, because these are the ones that sell the most. And I just need to go ahead and make those labels the minute I make a formulation. So Shadow, are you going to hold me to that every time I come up with something new and make sure I make a label for it? Mm-hmm. She ain't going to remember. Shadow don't smoke weed. She ain't going to remember. Oh, Peace Be Still. I love that. Now, Peace Be Still is a powder as well. You know how black folks put the baby powder between your sheets? You can use Peace Be Still powder, which we do make, and we make a big one, as well as a small one. But you get more in the big one. The big one's really big, and you get more. I'm thirsty. Y'all gonna be here when I get back if I go get some alkaline water? Shadow, you wanna give me some alkaline water? People might leave me if I'm not on the screen. Look, she's like, nah, bitch, no. I need some water. I'm parched. It's hot in here. Well, it's probably these fuzzy ass slippers I have on too, and these hot pink sweatpants. And my daughter hates my hot sweet. Yes, the powder. My daughter hates my hot pink sweatpants, and I wear them especially because it pisses her off. She's like, you got them pink sweatpants on again. They're fuchsia. I think they're cute. I mean, I guess for her it was like the equivalent of my mother's polyester bell bottoms. Yeah. So, in any case, so that's get off your ass. So that was one of the ones my clients ordered. Did we do bitch bye yet? I think we did Bring Me Bay. Okay. Feeling good. Flawless. Got the two flawlesses. Broke no more. Okay. So we have a bitch bye on that order, but that's it. So we'll do one little baby bitch bye. Bitch bye is our cut and clear formulation. So it's going to definitely smell like lemon, which is one of those traditional things. They said if you want to get rid of your neighbors, you could take a lemon and, put their names in it, slit open the lemon, put their names in it, throw it on the roof of their house. I heard that from, I believe,
Go ahead.
Eddie.
Thinking all right.
Oh, okay. I heard that from Eddie Gutierrez. I believe that's where I heard that spell. Or lemons tossed in a running water. Lemon is the #1 household cleaning fragrance ever. And that is why it is so perfect. And see, I even have lemon peel in here. And there's lemongrass and lemon verbena and a number of other things in this for my cut and clear oil. So you could actually anoint a lemon with other lemon products and it smells like a ray of sunshine. You know what? This smells more like the Van Van, like Chinese Van Van than my Van Van. The bitch bye. But it's lovely. And Van Van's used to clear out negative energies, as well as some publications say that Van Van oil is also used to power up any spell, kind of like frankincense and myrrh. Mm-hmm. What do you use Van Van for? Do you use Van Van? Cleaning, yeah. I just typically use it for cleaning and getting rid of the spiritual ick in my home, as well as the regular ick in my home, because
but I also use Florida water for that.
Oh yeah, it's a combination. You can't have one with the other. I think I can do it with Florida water, but I don't think that I would do it. I think I could do it without Van Van, but I'm definitely not going to clean without Florida water. Definitely.
Especially with altar tools, mm-hmm. Stuff like that. Florida water.
You've been meditating and trying to find out. That's the best thing to do. Trance, As a matter of fact, speaking of meditation, Tiffany offered to teach that class, and nobody signed up for it, even though y'all said you wanted it. And I'm just looking up at the light to make sure I'm not overfilling the bottle, because there's nothing worse than an overfilled oil bottle. It's okay, Erica. I just been babbling. I just came on here to talk to y'all, because every now and then we say something really profound, and I'm like, we should be on Facebook Live and we should talk about it. But really, we haven't talked about anything profound. We've been arguing over the Johns. High John, Little John, Low John. So that's the Johns and their purchases. But God damn it, I don't even know where that went.
Me either.
Get it.
What's this? Is this it?
Yeah, but I'm not using it now because it's on the floor. I just gotta buy some towels. Oh God, it's so tight in here, y'all. I'm just gonna get these. I hate these little damn cats. It's like they have a mind of their own. They're like, no, they jump over the side of the ship. No, they're on the goddamn bottle. Trying to bail on me. So, this is so cute, little bitty bitch bye. I'm making oil samplers if anybody, yeah, we're not going back to the Johns because that's getting on my nerves. But, yeah, and you're going to find that sometimes you are going to have a lot of F formulations. Forget me not, flawless, feeling good, fiery wall. I'm like, God, Jesus, how many F's do we have here? Florida water. What else do we have here? No, that's it.
Family affair.
Family affair, yeah. We just don't have any labels for those, and I'm going to be real pissed the next time we have an order for family affair because I don't have no many labels. But I should go ahead and write that down.
Yeah. Well, because I need
on the
some
bulletin board.
lavender water ones.
You need lavender water mini. No, those are not minis,
no,
though.
not the minis.
Right. No, I'm just saying that we don't have any miniature labels for family affair. We might, because we have those assorted things. See, this is more bullshit. Now, if you didn't want this label to stick, it wouldn't stick. So that means that there's oil on the outside of this bottle.
Oh, and one of the online games said, I'm getting a sugar daddy for 2018.
They just want your friends list. I have no idea why you play these games. I like the one, I played one because Mama Star played it the other night and it did a pencil sketch of you. That's all I wanted was the pencil sketch.
I just like the games. We
have here, this is our smaller $100 witch book. Earlier in the broadcast, I showed you the $150 one. So how many herbs and roots are in the $100 box? Like 25?
26.
26. It's 30 something. If you
include rubric dust and, they're in there, but they're not. I don't list them as herbs.
And then, so we also have this box left, and this is a medium witch box. And medium witch boxes are still $75, right? Mm-hmm. And they're on sale, 20% off. Ooh. Why does it smell so good and there's nothing ever been in it?
I took the stuff out of it.
Oh, because you packed it for something else.
Right.
Okay, I'm like, why does it smell so? I stick my face in everything.
It had rose.
So if you're interested, if you do pre-order medium witch box, this can be yours for $75 tonight. And it comes with ultra cloth candles and all the stuff that's in the medium boxes. It should be listed on the website, although we are revising those lists. So, the CC was like, we are not going back to the Johns. We are not going to do that today. But let's talk about some other stuff, because I was trying to broach this topic. Will you please give me some water? All right. I appreciate it. It's just so much stuff. And then I have to get up and go around. And yes, right there. Oh, I wouldn't send you out to the garage. No, I keep a gallon of that alkaline water in the fridge. That's the best ever. So anyways, I'm looking here and I'm like, what did I do? So hopefully I've cleaned off the bottle with the alcohol and I can put another label on it. Okay, I am not going to hit that at the head. Why would you bring me that whole gallon? I am not going to sit on Facebook Live and drink out of a fucking gallon jug. Now I may do that in the privacy of my own things, because I do have one of the jugs next to my bed. But I'm not going to do that I'm not going to do that live and in living color and let everybody know what uncouth individual I am. But that's one thing we were talking about tonight. People have some really fucked up lives. Everybody in this chat tonight, and I'm mad about this bitch buy. You better stick. Okay? You bitch buy is working for real, because the label don't even want to stick to it. Stop it.
Dude.
Jeez, thank you. And every time I look at these Coca-Cola glasses, which I stole from my ex-husband because I was just being petty, I think it was Eddie Murphy that says, have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. And every time I drink out of these glasses, I think that. I do the weirdest word association things. I'm not drinking out of a gallon bottle on Facebook Live. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it when y'all ain't watching me. Okay, So what's the next oil that I'm working on? Oh my God, I am so tired. Nose opener. Let's do a nose opener. Well, now this box is empty. What we do here at Big Liz Conjure is we recycle. So I separate the plastic and I take that with the plastic bag recycling. And I put this, Jezebel, get out of the bag. She's over there fucking around with the bags. I put this into the brown paper bag recycling is in addition to the box because we recycle. So now we're about to open another box, and I'm about to ask, where are the scissors? Where's the? Well, you could have got us the box cutter while you were out there. I buy 50,000,011 little baby box cutters from the dollar store. We can't find them. I buy 50,000,011 candle lighters from the dollar store. We can't find them. Where are they? Did they just disappear? Did they get sucked into the abyss? I don't understand. I don't even understand. So we're done with bitch bye. So now we're going to have nose opener. So yeah, I'm not drinking out of the bottle on Facebook Live. So yeah, I'm going to go down in history as having the longest vibes like ever. Because I'm just sitting here having a good time. And I mean, why not? Now that's, okay, so what I was trying to get to, and so what you see me doing is trying to get every single herb and root that goes into this mixture, which jasmine's pretty big. Oh, our jasmine's beautiful. I can't wait to list that on the website. It is so pretty. So I'm trying to get every single root that goes into a full bottle of oil into a mini bottle of oil. And sometimes that involves tapping it to push the roots down. So, talking about, like, I talk to a lot of people, and I really, really do like y'all. And if I forget something that I said I was going to do, it's charge it to my heart, my head, not my heart. So always get back in touch with me. If I haven't done something like, sent you a reading list or referred you to somebody, okay? Oh, Facebook's kicked you off twice. Oh, I'm sorry. So, I'll get a lot of inboxes every day, and Facebook is my preferred way to talk to people if they have a question. I like the messages. They pop up. Most of the time, I get back to people instantaneously because I sit at my desk working all day. But sometimes I don't because I'm here doing orders. I had a person inbox me today about their Orisha, and they said that they had a priest tell them who their Orisha was, and does that sound correct? And I'm like, okay, well, first of all, I'm not an Orisha worshiper. I'm a Buddha. Difference. So I can't tell you. But what I do know about the tradition is that, and where is that? Did I just move that? I did just move that. Well, now, you know what? I know my ass did not do this. Yep, I know I did. Nope, didn't even put the magical oil in here. So, that's going to have to come out. A little bit of it anyway. A little bit of the carrier oil. Got to make room for the actual magical oil. But that's okay. That sucks because now I'm really going to have to clean that off with alcohol. Because this is what happens when you try to do orders and run your mouth. But you know what? This is discipline. Learn how to walk and chew gum at the same time. The person messaged me and asked me, did the person sound legitimate? And I'm like, I don't know, but I do know that a Babalao or Iya would have to do a reading for you to tell you who your spirits are, and I don't know if Iyas are even allowed to do that because I don't practice Ifa. So I was just like, but then she went on to tell me the story of her experience. And let me tell y'all, if somebody that's from another country gets up in your inbox and starts asking you for money, that would be your first tip off. I feel like that quail in the cartoons that always had, remember the quail in Looney Tunes? It kept having the thing. Yeah, that's what I feel like. Somebody get up in your inbox asking you, telling you that they can tell you who your spirits are, and they tell you immediately, because I really thought those divinations had to be done in person for Ifa. Mm-hmm. And for Orisha, because I know that when I was going to have one, it was going to be done in person. It really can't be done in that particular tradition over the phone for whatever reason. I don't know why. So, and then the person started telling me about, about the sample of all, girl, I don't even know what you're talking about. Is Erica's box done? Erica's box is done, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, your box done. I don't. It's going in the mail tomorrow, so I don't know what you're talking about, sister. But just inbox Shadow. Talk to Shadow. I don't know. I don't understand what she said, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing it.
Okay.
My job is only to promote witch boxes. I'm not doing it. I'm making these itty bitty ass baby bottles to get out for the samplers. That's what I'm doing right now. So, in any case, the person was telling me that the particular priest in question then started hitting them up for money and all kinds of unseemly things, I guess. But my whole thing is this. Well, that's good. Oh my God. Oh, okay. In photography, when you want things to go well, you use a reflector, okay? And in photography, you can guide the light when you have a reflector. So when I take this bag away, my face is all washed out and bright. But the minute I bring the reflector in, y'all see that? You can bend light. You talking about some magic when you can bend the way light works. Look at that shit. We don't use this as our reflector when we take our pictures of the products we were talking about tonight. That's really cool. Yeah, it bounces the light. Same reason why they use soft boxes and stuff. So I can
Tell Erica to
inbox Shadow Erica. So now I'm playing with this. Look at that. Look at that. That is so freaking cool. Look, I could turn all the lights down. Look at this. You should really see the shadow. This is cool as shit. If I was high, it'd be even cooler. Look at that. That's really cool. But I'm going to move that because I need both of my hands. But it's like it's changing the way the light is reflecting on my face. And that, I have several reflectors. I'm going to pull out the photography gear again. So, any case, the person tells me about how this person was talking to them about, Ifa, but it was very clear this person was not on the up and up. And then my only thing is why are you asking me about it then? You've already blocked this person. Why would you ask me? Why would you doubt your own instincts? Y'all, don't ask me questions that you already know the answers to. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ask me questions you don't have the answers to and we can talk. Because honestly, sometimes, and now all my daughter's grade reports comes in, it's A's every day. I don't know why I keep getting the reports. Sometimes people who are really busy can get irritated with you for getting all up in their inbox asking dumb-ass questions. So don't. There are such things as stupid questions. And those are usually the ones you already have the answer to. So don't do that. I love helping people. Oh, I just ruined one of my envelopes because I set the oil can top on top of it. Now, that's another thing. If y'all get an invoice, a packing slip from me that has oil on it, that is not fried chicken oil. That is essential oil. And I'm not wasting another piece of paper to print that label. Because sometimes essential oils get on things. But I really can't use this because this looks like I ate my lunch on it. I can send this to somebody I know. I'm not going to throw that away. I'm not going to send that to a customer. That's another thing. I want to have a small business class because I want to talk to you about how you present your products, no matter what you do, whether you're a conjurer or just you make soaps or whatever you do. You make food, and there's all these tax things you need to know and all that. So that's another class that I'm going to do next year. So that was Nose Opener. And I'm just hoping and praying. I think I have all of the labels for all of my formulations in these mini labels. Because, ooh, Lord, yes, I do. These are a little old, but, they're still labels and they're still good. And that's why you'll see various labels in my oil sampler box, different colors, because I've gone through different iterations of printers and label suppliers, but it's a label, and that's what counts. I'm not gonna add garbage to the earth by getting rid of a label, but do whatever it is, make sure the label looks good and it can be read. So now, did I do pop in my collar? Well, if I did it, it wouldn't be over here. Let me see.
What Erica was saying. She wanted to know, we're going to have an oil sampler pack with all of the oils.
Are you out of your mind? $30. Do you have any idea how many formulations I have? I don't even know. What, 48 now?
Yeah.
Oh, you want a 48 oil sampler. Erica, I almost told you to kiss my ass, for real. No, I'm not doing that. I'm a little salty tonight. I love you. I'm just playing with you. But no, that's never going to happen. No, no, ever in the history of ever. So how much would that be? 48 divided by 6. What is that? I'm an English major.
Too much work.
Come on. Just tell me what 48 divided by 6 is. What is that? Or times 6. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever it is, no. Okay, I did not do pop in my collar. I don't think. I'm tired. It's about time. See, now I'm getting cranky and I'm cussing at folks. It's time for me to go to bed. But no, I would not be doing an oil sampler pack of every single one. However, what I can tell you is everybody pretty much chooses the custom pack where they can choose the ones they want. And that's lovely and that's great. But, definitely, especially when I get a storefront, where is popping my collar? Where is it?
I thought you had it in the working room.
I did, and I took it out because here it is. Because I wanted to use that first, yeah. So, because we made a lot of working roots for our show season, for the tour, but we're taking them out of the tin because we want to use them while they're still good for orders rather than making new batches. So that way, we can not take a loss, keep our prices down, and also, still give you fresh roots because there's just no way we're going to throw these away. So we're going to use them. We're going to put them back in the jars, and then when we have to fill the working roots tins, we'll refill them with new roots. So that's the way we're going to do that. Because we made a crap ton for Daughters of the Moon, and I really want to make sure that we sell all of them. So right now I'm doing popping my collar, and I'm saying this more for me than you because I'm cranky and I'm tired and I might forget. So doing popping my collar, and I keep spilling oil on the bottle because see it's time to go to bed. But I'm gonna finish these 2 little mini oils. I didn't set up here for over a damn hour with y'all making these oils, running my mouth, arguing about the Johns, which. Like I said, I've never used Beth root until I moved here. And I don't even remember what Lily Beth told me that it did. I just had a little bit. But then somehow, if Low John is Beth root, I got a ton of it. But I know Little John to chew is gangrel, and I know I can eat that. And I don't know if Low John is poisonous because I would use that in topical root work. I wouldn't, unless it's like something specific. Every time I go to make a new mixture, and so you all have to understand, I'm doing this for magical purposes. I'm not even doing this for medicinal purposes because I'm not a herbal medicine doctor, not a herbalist, but I hope to become one day. And I'm learning more and more about herbal remedies. But some of these things can be ingested and some of them can't. None of the products that I make are meant to go in your body. You can put them on your body as long as you're not allergic to some of the things that are in there. But I'm not selling things for you guys to ingest. And that brings a whole lot of new rules and regulations as well that I don't think people know about. Like Mother Love, she has a sanitation license. She, in Chicago, if you want to even sell something on a street corner, you better have a sanitation license. You better have been and trained to, I love these stickers. These stickers stick. Those are nice. So those are the ones, these are the opaque ones, and those are the ones I'm going to use in front of. These are tight. But these are the glossy ones, and I think I might just switch to matte for everything, the water-resistant matte.
Yeah. Because
that's good stuff, too. That's a really good label. And them bad fellas don't come off. They don't come off at all. So I did that. Rehab. Okay. They're trying to make me go to... No, I can't sing. I'm not even going to try that. So now I'm going to do rehab. I was going to do rehab. Why can't I do... Oh, there's rehab. Oh, that's weird. Okay. All right, ancestors. I just had the strangest cool breeze run along my foot. Ain't no
Was
windows
that
open.
Jezebel?
No.
Jezebel just walked across.
Was that Josie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That bitch is stealth. I didn't even see her. You know, usually I can see her tail or
She
something.
just walked across. Kept on
See,
going.
is it? Yeah, like, remember they used to say, "Is that live or is it Memorex?
Yeah.
Is it the ancestors or is it your cat?" You know. I'm like, well, that was really weird. But my ancestors did show up at Daughters of the Moon. Will you pass me rehab? We don't have that here. I am so tired. Like, you ever like feel like you're just gonna like fall and hit your head on the table? That's where I am right now. And what time is it? Oh my God. What time is it? Let me move these jars. So,
Yeah.
the rehab. Thank you. That's for breaking bad habits. Rehab. And trust me, all of the herbs and roots that are in my formulations fit the magical correspondences. And now, especially with stuff like the anxiety and depression, the rise up and stuff like that, and definitely feeling good, I look at the medicinal qualities of an herb too. So that's why I'm trying to like branch out and make sure that, you know, because magic, you have the magic, the medicinal, and the mundane. And that's what root work is comprised of. So you want to make sure that you're addressing all of those things in your mixtures. But by no means am I a doctor, and no means should you be ingesting any of this. So that's the next chapter of Big Liz Conjure, stuff that you could actually drink and eat. And that takes a lot of research. I remember when I was a little girl, my grandfather used to read Prevention magazine, and I heard him talking about this article to my grandmother, so of course I'm being nosy, and I read it. And the article was about these two old people who, you know, grew all their own herbs, made their own teas, and they found them folks dead at their kitchen table. Because they mixed some roots that didn't go together, that you should never mix. I don't know what they were, but I was a little girl, and that imprinted on my memory for the rest of my life. I'm like, there's some shit you natural ain't always good. I mean, belladonna, hembane, that also, shit would kill you. Right.
Medical interactions with
drugs
already taken.
Yeah, so remember, we were at Detroit Conjure Fest, and one of my fans, the fellow that really loves my work, came and brought me all of these herbal supplements. And it was the end of the day, so I was a little intoxicated. And I couldn't remember all of the different, what he said all those supplements were. And then Marcy Summers was like, homie, you might not want to take that if you're taking other, like, regular medications. And I thought about that, and I'm like, well, I'm also really too high right now to remember what he told me. So I just, you know, as badly as I felt about it, I didn't throw them away. I gave them back to him. I said, dude, I don't know if these are going to interact with my meds. So, yeah, you know, that's something that you have to watch out for. And definitely, you know, when you're making your own formulations, I think a lot of people get real comfortable when they start making stuff on their own. And will mix a whole bunch of stuff together and then think they can ingest it. And you don't want to do that. At the least, it might make you very sick. At the worst, it could possibly kill you. Because it's just like any other drug interaction. You guys look and you see that stuff on TV. May cause bleeding, may cause hemorrhage, may cause brittle bones, may cause migraines, and some cases, even death. And you'd be like, Willis? You know what you're talking about. I thought you said this is supposed to be good for me. But the problem is that, oh my God.
What?
I can't talk about it right now. I'll tell you in a minute. Look, you guys, I just got something that was kind of disturbing from a local witch here, and I gotta go. Sorry to end this, but I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a blessed night, okay?